From Idaho's News Channel 7, this is Friday Night Football.
Welcome to Friday Night Football. It is week 2. I'm Brady. Frederick. Jay Tust is out tonight. He is having some fun in Corvallis, getting ready for Boise State's season opener with Oregon State. We have a lot coming up on that tomorrow. But first, we've got a full slate of games for you tonight. And we're going to start things off with the game you guys voted as our game of the week. It certainly did not disappoint. Rocky Mountain versus Mountain View, the battle of the mountains. This game had all the hype you could ask for. A packed student section, 2 top-tier 5A SIC teams renewing a storied rivalry, even had a horse on the field. Well, here's a workhorse on the field, Mountain View's Justin McGee. He barrels across the goal line for a big third down, and the Mavericks take a 7-0 lead. Well, it would not take long for Rocky Mountain to respond. Tegan Sweeney slings it to Luke Lucchini, tacklers all over him, but he escapes and turns on the Jets. Nothing but green grass in front of him as he gets into the end zone, gets the Grizzlies on the board. No good on the PAT, though, so Mountain View holding a 7-6 lead. Well, next drive, Rocky keeps pounding it through the air. This time, Sweeney finds Jaron Ikibi. He says, "Get off me," to the Mountain View defender, takes his way deep into Maverick territory. Rocky showing off that explosivity through the air. They would settle for a field goal, but that's still a 9-7 lead with 2 minutes left in the first half. Perhaps maybe too much time for the Mavericks. Dawson Wall shows off his deep ball. Deontay Cobb has a step on his defender. He hauls it in and switches that lead once again. This game went back and forth, but in the end, Rocky gets their 3rd win of the season, exploding through the finish line, 37-21 as the final score. Well, we're flying up to Eagle, the Stang Gang, looking for their 1st win of the year. They welcome the Kuna Cavemen into town. We're evidently never too early to make plans for prom. Well, Eagle says never too early to score the ball. Here's signal caller Jake Longson pulling a read option, turning on the afterburners. He races all the way to the house, an untouched jersey, drawing first blood in this one. Eagle up early 7-0. But Kuna starts marching the other way. A long drive downfield puts Kuna on the doorstep. The student section is going absolutely crazy, but the Eagle defense says, you know what, that is enough. They step up big before the half. Junior defensive back Tristan Walker reads the sailing pass. He nearly takes this one all the way back to the house, but Kuna pulls him down around the 20-yard line. Eagle could not find the end zone before halftime, but they did hold on to that lead. They defend their home turf 21-7. The Stang move up to 1-1 on the year. Well, let's jump over to Donald Larson Park, Owahi taking on Boise. Both these teams surprising the doubters this season. 2-0 so far on the year. It's Owahi, though, up 24-16 midway through the 3rd. Brave looking for momentum. Luke Britt has it there with a nice punt return. That should get things moving for the Brave, but instead, the Owahi defense steps up. A perfect read off the screen pass by Lucas Skinner. He comes up with the interception, takes it to the house. This game, a lot of defense, a lot of special teams touchdowns. The Storm absolutely thrilled after stretching that lead 31-24. And time running out for Boise. Look at Bo Jakes coming in with a huge sack to force a punt. They would hold on to the momentum in this one. The Owahi defense menacing tonight. They remain undefeated. Owahi 45, Boise 16 as your final score. Let's jump ahead. Undefeated Bora traveling to Nampa, and they had quite the turnout tonight. We'll get things started up. Senior running back Daniel Corillo getting the ball a lot in this game. The Bulldogs really focusing on their run attack. He finds a gap, slides past 2 defenders, runs it in, and extends that lead. Bora looking for the answer. Quarterback drops back with some time, gets a receiver to pull it down, taking a huge hit and holding on. Look at that, impressive. But same drive, the Bulldogs putting on the pressure. They get a sack. Nampa gets the ball back. They hand it right back to Corillo. He goes right up the middle, shakes a defender, and finds the end zone, making it look easy. Back-to-back touchdowns for number 13. Nampa gets their 1st win of the season. They hold on to beat Bora 37-21. Well, let's go back to Boise. The Bishop Kelly Knights playing host to the Centennial Patriots. BK jumping out to a comfortable 35-point lead headed into the 4th quarter, and they look to preserve their shutout on the home turf. Run after run, the BK Knights swallowing up the Patriots' ground game, so they have no choice. They got to take it through the air. Here's a couple quick hookups to move the chains and buy some momentum for the Patriots. They just about flip field position, find themselves in position to score, but it does not last long. The Knights linebackers dropping some big hits. They force another punt. Bishop Kelly pulls off the gas pedal, runs out the clock in field goal range, and they coast their way to a 35-0 lead. The Knights remain perfect on the year, doing some incredible work against some 5A teams. Well, let's take it to Canyon County for an interstate showdown between Caldwell and Ontario. They made the trip over from Eastern Oregon. Their first drive of the game, 4th down, Cougs keep it on the ground. A running back finds a gap to open the game with a touchdown. They would make the field goal now to where they, on the kickoff, the ball goes over the returner's head, but you know what? He keeps his composure, doesn't sweat it at all, blows by a few Cougs, throws the stiff arm down, and look at that, he's got a hole. He takes it all the way to the house for a 95-yard kick six. Quick answer for the Tigers. You love to see that. Well, Ontario, wasting no time themselves, they would strike again on the drive. Quarterback drops back in the pocket, has some time, lets it hang in the air before taking a hit. The receiver snags it, tiptoes the sideline. 3rd touchdown of the opening quarter. This game wasn't all offense, though. During Ontario's next possession, 2 Cougs get a red zone stop to force a 3rd down. Ontario would end up getting the win in that one, 48-28 as the final. Now, we also have a pair of games from up north that we want to show you about. The Timberline Wolves traveled up to the Coeur d'Alene area, taking on the Post Falls Trojans. Unfortunately, Post Falls taking the win in this one, 34-6 as the final. And then another game, we'll take you to the LC Valley, a rematch of last year's opening round of the state playoffs in the 5A level. Capital versus Lewiston, pretty exciting non-conference game. But Lewiston this time flipping the momentum around. They would end up taking the win, 52-21. Well, thanks for tuning in tonight. We had a great show. We'll see you next time, same time next week. And definitely tune in tomorrow for our full slate of Broncos pregame coverage.